More Secrets of UFOs Revealed, Volume 1. First and foremost, all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, those who rule well with truth and sincerity. Yalak Mara'ah from the Shepherd of Berea camp. Shalom to the Akim. All right, the Akwaf out there. Shalom. You know, all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. That's the Most High name is Yahweh, which interprets He is to be, He is to exist. He is in everything. Yahweh Shai, the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His name is Yahweh Shai. That's his name, Yahweh Shai. Say that, Yahweh Shai. Right? His name means he's the savior. He's a deliverer unto his people, which his people are what? His people are the Hebrew Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, those scattered abroad, confusion of face, those coming unto repentance in these last days. We're in a year of hastening to the coming of the day of the Lord. And there's been a lot of UFO sightings. And right now, with this article, Esau, right? Let me show you this. Congress passed a $2.3 trillion omnibus appropriations bill in December. It included a requirement that the Pentagon and a number of intelligence agencies prepare a report laying out what they know about UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena, which is the new military speak for the UFOs. The report is expected to be delivered as early as June 1st. So we're going to deliver you this report, thus saith the Bible, and we're going to go into what you call the UFOs. All right? And this is volume 1. I'm just going to touch on one little ass, not even, I don't want to call it little, but it's so much to go into about these so-called UFOs. And why I say so-called is because in the Bible, they identified. All right, and you could have saved all your money. All you had to do was watch the apostles, which you guys are already doing. All right, you guys could have saved your money. All right, because everything has already been delivered. All the truth has been delivered. You know, they have the 100% truth. But without further ado, what I want to go into, all right, is about these so-called UFOs, is I want to go into the lights. Yeah. Let's go into the lights. Let's reveal something about these UFOs, because Esau want to know so much. Man, how does it move? How does it do this? How does it do that? What's the abilities of it? Well, we're going to go into the ability of the light. All right? Now, before I go into the ability of the lights, okay, I want to sit down and understand that when you drive your vehicles and you drive your planes, they'll have their high beams. They'll have like certain lights that light up the sky, right? Now, these vehicles have lights as well, but let's see the capability of their lights, okay? Because this is what you're going up against. You know, you want to know what you're going up against, right? So I'm going to get straight to the point, right? We want to go to Exodus. We want to go to, I believe it's the 17th chapter. And you know what? Let me do this. Let me just type in a keyword. And we'll go on from there. Salakia, go back to the Bible. Boom. Right? And we're going to get it right here in Exodus. This is it. Now, what I want you to understand in the book of Exodus, the 12th chapter, the Israelites was departing from out of Egypt, out of their captivity. And they departed during the Passover. They departed at night. All right. And there was no lamps. Like, you know, there's street lamps out here. You know, there's no street lamps out here. All right. Right. There's no airplanes flying around. There's just darkness. When it's dark, it's dark. All right, so let's go into it. Let me get this out of here. It says, Exodus chapter 13. Let's just get straight to the point. All right, Exodus chapter 13, and I'll go to verse 18. But Yahweh, that's the Most High's name, led the people about through the way of the wilderness of the Red Sea. And the children of Israel went up harnessed out of the land of Egypt. And Moses took the bones of Joseph with him. All right, because we know, us brothers in the truth know, Edomites know as well. All right, them Egyptians was into witchcraft. It's the main. That's another lesson Lord's will get to doing. Egypt was backed and powered by witchcraft. All right, so they took them bones of Joseph. All right, for he had straitly sworn the children of Israel, saying, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua will surely visit you, and ye shall carry up my bones away hence with you. So this was a prophecy. All right, but that understanding part of it, that they had to get that out of there, because them dudes be would have did some, or because Satan desired Moses' body, so he would have did some stuff. But anyway, keep going. Verse 20, and they took their journey from Succoth and encamped in Etham in the edge of the wilderness, and the Lord went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud. Now, so we're going to do a little bit on unpacking right here, because you guys do see the UFO. So now you know, all right? Those are the angels of the Lord, okay? All right, now, when you see the clouds, because it looks like a cloud, all right? There's more pictures out there. I'm just using this one that's up there for right now. It'll look like a little floating cloud, all right? So it says the Lord went by a cloud. Let's go back to that. To lead them away by night in a day and by night in a pillar of fire, to give them light to go by day and night. So these, all right, clouds that the Lord is riding in are his vehicles. To prove that, let's go to Psalms 104 and 3. Psalms chapter 104, verse 3. This is a big talk. UFO sightings has been at an all-time high. They're releasing documents. They're releasing footages. Now they probably want to be the ones that look like, oh, yeah, we discovered this and that. But the apostles, through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, the Lord have revealed it to his men. And they've been talking about it. All right, people thought conspiracy theories crazy, but now come to find out the Pentagon is dropping this stuff, so I guess we're not crazy after all, right? Psalms 104 and 3, who layeth the beams of his chambers? All right, you get beamed up, the beams of his chambers in the waters. All right, waters on earth and heavens also, Shemayim, who maketh the clouds his chariot. So the Lord will make the clouds. It just read that he went before them. Let's go back to that, because let's correlate it. This Bible is read precept upon precept. Let's correlate it. Let's start it over. And the Lord went before them by day in the pillar of a cloud. All right. So he went by them in a pillar. Let's look up that word pillar real quick. Let's look up that word pillar. A column or a columnar mass narrow in proportion to height. Now, the reason why it's narrow in the proportion to height is because in the priest Tahawan Mayim, actually, shout out to that brother through the spirit, it is links up with Zechariah, the 5th chapter, because it was narrow, okay, in proportion to height. That's why I say the breadth, the length, all right, was longer than the breadth, than how wide it is. It's built a certain way. All right. So Salakia, going back to it says by day in the pillar of a cloud. All right. So that cloud was an actual vehicle, a chariot. All right. Who maketh his clouds his chariot. So the Lord their vehicles. All right. Let's look at it. It says a vehicle as ridden on. So the Lord is using clouds to be riding on. So when you're seeing these things in the sky, those are the angels of the Lord. That's the Most High. They're traveling because they make it the clouds their chariots. All right. These chariots are able to blend in. See, so you're not the only one. Oh yeah, we're gonna use a camouflaging vehicle. So you make your vehicles, you got those vehicles, those Humvees that like could blend in with the jungle. Well, the Most High have that where you think, oh shit, this is a cloud, and then all of a sudden you see something bright beaming out of nowhere. The Most High have that technology. So that's another thing revealed. Okay, all right, and it said, "Who walketh upon the wings of the wind," because that's literally what they're doing. All right, because these vehicles, all right, have the spirit inside of them. All right, they're walking on the wings of the wind. All right, now that we know that that's when it says he was in a cloud, okay, went before them in a cloud, it just means that he went before them in his vehicle to lead them by the way. All right, so what were they doing? By night in a pillar of fire. So by night in a pillar of fire, he was giving them light. It was like the Lord's high beams. But let's go into the high beams. Let's go into the lights, okay, of these vehicles to give them light to go by day and night. Okay, so let's go into the different lights of it. The light show. Let's read verse 22. He took not away the pillar of the cloud by day. He didn't take it away by the day, so it was with them by the day, nor the pillar of fire by night from before the people. Okay, so that's what was happening. All right, now the pillar of fire is what we're going to tap into. But in order to do that, we got to go to Wisdom of Solomon 18 because it gets deeper. But right here in Wisdom of Solomon 18, I want to start from the 17th chapter first. All right, and I want to go to verse 21. Over them only was spread a heavy night. Okay, over who only was spread a heavy night? This is talking about the Egyptians. It was spread a heavy night. Okay, an image of that darkness which should afterwards receive them, but yet were they unto themselves more grievous than the darkness. Okay, the Egyptians was under the darkness. All right, let's go back to where I was at in Exodus. Okay, because Exodus, it'll show you. Let's go. It'll show you right here, Exodus 14 and this was 19. And the angel of God which went before the camp of Israel, removed and went behind them. And the pillar of the cloud went from before their face and stood behind them. So I want you to realize too that the angel of the Most High, okay, is traveling, and the vehicle is traveling as well. That is because that vehicle is attached to the angel. All right. It follows the angel. See, Esau got these driverless cars over here, but these vehicles are attached to the spirit. So wherever that angel goes, the vehicle goes. Okay. And it went from before them and behind them. All right. But the point I want to get is verse 20. It came between the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of Israel. So it segregated things. It literally segregated things. And it was a cloud and darkness to them. So this vehicle is able to absorb light and block it out. Today, it blocked out a portion of the sun, and it poured out rain. And we're gonna go into the light that it gave off. All right, because it has many different lights it's able to give off. All right, it says a cloud and darkness to them, but it gave light by night to these. Okay, so one, it blocked out the light, and the other, it gave light too. So you see that? These vehicles are able to actually block out the sun. Because think about it. When it keeps saying cloud, does not when the clouds go by the sun, it actually blocks out the light from the sun from directly shining to where it seems cloudy. You know, you say it's cloudy pretty much, where the sun is not shining directly on the earth. We understand that. That's what the vehicle's doing. But the vehicle was blocking it out for one portion and giving light. So sometimes, and that happened today, sometimes you may see the sun shining in one area, right? And then you'll be like, damn, it's raining over here on this side and the sun's blocked out, but then the sun is shining all the way on that side. That's pretty strange. I wonder what's going on. Well, it's a vehicle of the Lord in the air, okay? It's a chariot, all right? But, you know what? Hold that thought, all right? Because I'm going to backtrack, all right, about that rain. But I want to keep going on this. And it came between the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of Israel, and it was a cloud of darkness to them, but it gave light by night to these, so that the one came not near the other all that night. So that was able to absorb and block the light of the sun from the Egyptians, and then it gave off a light by night to the Israelites. Now, the Israelites were by the thousands, hundreds of thousands. So think about one vehicle giving off a light. Like, can one vehicle give off a light for hundreds of thousands of people traveling? How is it able to do that? Well, let's go into Wisdom of Solomon. Let's go there. Let's go to chapter 18. Let's start from 1. Nevertheless, thy saints had a very great light. So now, Wisdom of Solomon is exposing that this light was very great. All right? Whose voice they hearing and not seeing their shape, because they also had not suffered the same things. They counted them happy. But for that, they did not hurt them. Now, talking about they didn't hurt the Egyptians, of whom they had been wronged before. The Egyptians wronged them. They thanked them and besought them pardon for that they had been enemies. Instead whereof thou gavest them a burning pillar of fire, both to be a guide of the unknown journey. So this burning pillar of fire was actually guiding hundreds of thousands of Israelites, right? Into an unknown journey, because the Most High was bringing them to the promised land, but they'd never been there before, okay? It says, and a harmless sun to entertain them honorably. So now, think about that. Because a very great light is the sun. So these vehicles are able to give off an immense light as the sun without the effects of the sun. I don't think you understand that. It says, and in harmless sun to entertain them honorably. Let's really think about entertain them. All right. That means that light was so bright. It was like when people performing on the stages, because you'll put a light on a person to entertain, to put that on, like this is stardom. And it says, and to entertain them honorably. So it was like a light to say, you know, when there's those moments, or you're flashing the light on the star of the show while they're performing, all right, and you know it captures their moves, it follows them. Well, that's how it was. This light was following hundreds of thousands of Israelites, and it was as if the sun was beaming through, all right, and it was not burning them. Because think about direct sun rays, it'll give you skin burn. All right. It could burn your skin. But it said a harmless sun. So that chariot's capability is able to give off the same amount as a light without the effects of the sun. That's powerful. That's powerful. Now, within the same token, as I was speaking about the rain, let's go into what else these chariots is able to do. Let's go to Genesis. Genesis chapter 9, we'll start from verse 11. And I will establish my covenant with you. Neither shall all flesh be cut off anymore by the waters of a flood. This was a covenant that the Most High established with Noah. You nations out there, I'm talking, who, me? Yes, you. You nations out there need to be thankful. You should be thankful. You Edomites should be thankful. The reason why you all creatures should be thankful that the Most High have dealt with Noah the way he did. Because nobody would be here, straight up. There would be no ruling. There would be no, grateful part. There would be none of that. There would be none of that, all right? It says, and God said, this is a token, it's like verse 11. Neither shall all flesh be cut off anymore by the waters of a flood. Neither shall there be any more be a flood to destroy the earth. And Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua said, this is the token of the covenant which I made between me and you and every living creature that is with you for perpetual generations. Let's see about this token that won't flood you. All right, the whole work creation ain't gonna drown. I do set my bow in the cloud. So the Most High is setting his bow in the cloud, right? It says, it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. And it shall come to pass when I bring a cloud over the earth that the bow shall be seen in the cloud. And I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you and every living creature of all the flesh, and the waters shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh. And the bow shall be in the cloud, and I will look upon it, that I may remember the everlasting covenant between Yahweh, B'Shem Yahushua, and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth. Now, it's funny that it's saying the bow is set in the cloud, which a bow is another immense light. So these chariots are able to give off a rainbow. Revelations 10:1. And I saw another mighty angel come down from heaven, clothed with a cloud, and a rainbow was upon his head, and his face was as it were the sun, because it said the appearance of lightning, all right, and it were as it were the sun, and his feet as pillars of fire, okay, because the bottom of it looks like pillars of fire. So it lets you know that what these chariots give off that rainbow cloud effect. Some of them look like they're you might see them dancing around in rainbows. Here we go. Revelations 4:3. And he that sat was to look upon like jasper, meaning the face of the Most High, like jasper, the color jasper, dark brown, and sardine stone. And there was a rainbow round about the throne, in a sight like unto the emerald. So what do you think that was? What do you think the Most High throne is? This is his chariot. This is his vehicle. They're actually able to give off a rainbow colored light. That's powerful. So, how are rainbows made? Oh, it's made because once the sunlight hits the molecules. No, dumbass. All right, they're coming off the chariots. All right, they're coming off the chariots. The vehicles of the Most High. They're able to give off your corny ass vehicles are not able to give off a rainbow. All right, and we're not just talking about the rainbow color. We're talking about a whole bow around the whole earth. What vehicle can make a bow, a circle around the whole earth? You know, That's fire. That's man, that's top notch tech. All right. So this is proof of another light is able to give off. Okay. These are what the chariots are able to do. All right. And the rainbow, all right, is for what? It's for signs. It's for the token. Right. Let's get that scripture in Sirach of 50:7. As the sun shining upon the temple of the Most High, and as the rainbow giving light in the bright clouds. Sirach 43:11. Look upon the rainbow and praise him that made it. Very beautiful it is in the brightness thereof. So what gives off the brightness of each immense color? And, shame on you. That's why you're going to be destroyed. You take that beautiful thing come from the chariots, and you think that's why you probably came to the angels. See, you trying to, you still lusting after the angels. Basically, man, wow, that just hit me. Like, this dude, remember, this is how you know the Sodom and Gomorrah. Because they're taking the rainbow, which is coming off the vehicle of the angels, and they're turning it into basically saying that means to have sex with the same sex. And in Sodom and Gomorrah, they tried to have sex with the angels. So when the angels probably did pull up, it probably, I don't even want to say probably, if they that's why they made it rain fire and brimstone. These vehicles are able to give off the rainbow, and they try. That's a sign that this is Sodom and Gomorrah. They take the rainbow because they try to deal with the angels. If it's coming out correct through the spirit, because the rainbow represents the covenant, but it's coming out the cloud, and we just went into it in Revelations that the rainbow the chariots is rainbow colored, and they could give off a rainbow light. But this dude takes that and say men can deal with men. He's taking the representation of the angels, the glory of the angels, and the token of covenant, and then blaspheming it. All right. And they're the same ones, the Sodomites, they was trying to deal with the angels. You guys, this is Sodom and Gomorrah. This is crazy. Anyway, not to get off topic, but that just hit me. But you see it here, all right? We're not making this stuff up, man. This is in the scriptures. What other book is? That's why we say, what other book explains, elaborates the rainbows to this T? See, they don't go into none of this stuff here. And Sirach 43:11. Look upon a rainbow and praise him that made it. Who made the rainbow? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is the only book that's going to explain it. It didn't say Buddha. They don't even go into it. Very beautiful it is in the brightness thereof. All right, and it's getting off a bright light. Who's the father of lights? Let me get that. Since you want to know the vehicle, since we go into the vehicle, it says the father of lights. Let me get that. Let me type that in Google. Let you know the Lord be doing this stuff, man. Oh, James 1:17. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above and cometh down from the Father of lights, with whom is no variableness, neither shadow of turning. Meaning the Most High he ain't changing. It's always the same way. So you can't just take the rainbow and, oh no, it changed into meaning same sex. No, it doesn't. It meant the token. The Most High didn't change that. He don't change. All right. He came in a cloud. He did it. He's coming back the same way. All right. Man. So, hopping on the rainbow, hopping on the light to give off as a sun. These are the different things that these chariots could do. But this is the last light. And this is the light that's going to put your lights out. All right. So with all the harmless ones that is able to do, and the beauty that is able to bring, is also able to bring destruction. And what we're going to do, let's go straight to 2nd Esdras 13. All right. And this is second Esdras 13. And we're going to go, I'm going to get straight to the point. It says, verse 3, and lo, and beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with thousands of heavens. So letting you know, they were coming in, flying in the sky. Who's that man? Yahweh. Who he's coming with? The angels. That's why he said in Matthew's, coming for clouds. Let's get that. Matthew's 24 and 30. Then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. All right. What power and great glory is it going to be? It's going to be a light show going on. All right. And the clouds is what? The chariots, the vehicles. Okay. And that power is what you're about to see. All right. So right here in Esdras, it goes a little deeper. He waxed strong with thousands of heaven. And that's what you guys are seeing. They're getting information. They're already here. And when he turned his countenance to look at all the all the things trembled that were seen under him. The countenance of the Most High. All right, you're gonna feel the presence of when them chariots arrive. You're gonna know when they're looking at you. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all right, this is talking about out of the chariot, right? All they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire. So the light, the pillar of fire that's going to come out of these chariots on this place is going to burn you up. This is the last light, and this is the light that is you're gonna feel, okay? And this society is gonna feel that light. And I pray, I hope that the Most High have mercy. This body, I'm definitely gonna catch it too. You know, Lord willing, you know, the Lord delivers our spirit, our soul, taking about this body. But because all this sinful stuff is gotta burn. It gotta go. It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven to subdue. This is you, Esau, to subdue the man that came out of the sea. I want you to know that. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. Now, when you look at the movie, let's look at that. Independence Day. Let's look at that. Okay. You know, it looks like a great mountain. It's funny you made the movie like this. And it's funny, like you always show that immense light. So you kind of got what you thinking about coming for your ass. Because you know the Most High is giving you dreams about this stuff. You know, I don't want nothing to play from it because, you know, all this YouTube shit sensitive. But yeah. And you know when that light show go down, you're gonna feel that burning up. So you know what's up. You know the vibes. It says and after I beheld, and lo, there was a great I read that. He graded a great mountain and flew upon it. All right, this is talking about the chariot, but I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven, and I could not, because it wasn't a mountain graven out. And after this, I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet those fight. So you guys are going to be scared. Why are you going to be scared? Because you're going to see the performance of the chariots, and you never seen nothing before. And like brothers was saying, Esau, you're already scared because this is the first ops you have where you're not able to send a spy into. You can't send a spy into the heavens. You trying, with Elon Musk, but you can't send a CIA intelligence agency into the world of the heavens. And find out all of their base and what weapons they. You can't do it. They spending $2.3 trillion. What are you gonna do with that money? Both sides said riches profit not in dead wrath. When you think about you're gonna pay them, that's blasphemy. That's why the Most High said, what can you recompense me? What can you pay the Lord? with your dirty ass face on it. That's an abomination. Anyway, it says um right, you're gonna be so afraid, man. And lo, he saw the violence of the multitude that came, right? So he's seen the violence you coming, all right? He's seen the violence because you're gonna be coming with them big goofy ass planes, right? Yeah, Mach 5 speed, go now. Yeah, Roger, I got him right there. Send the drone. Right? The Most High gonna see you coming with all this violence, right? But he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent. So this is with Edris. He never seen this before. Okay. So what he seen, he said he sent out of his mouth. What happened? It came out of the ship, right? A blast of fire. So remember we talked about the rainbow light is able to emit. We talked about is able to emit a sunlight, a harmful sunlight. Now this is a light, right? That's a blast of fire. Out of his lips, a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and a tempest. You know, tempest is wind, so it's gonna be a strong wind laser, right? And they will all mix together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and a tempest, and fell with a violence upon the multitude. So it's going to hit everybody at once. It's not like, you know, here you zap one thing and then you got to zap another thing. You got to take your time and zap another. No, it's going to zap everything at once and fell with violence upon the multitude. All right, that's a large number, which was prepared to fight, and burned them up, every one, so that upon of a sudden, a second, of an innumerable multitude, that means he couldn't even count the amount of people, nothing was to be perceived but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. This is what Edger's seen. So, you know, this is the revealing that we want, you know, the Lord wants you to know. Okay? This is what the Lord wants you to know. And for those out there, and including myself, this is what we don't. All right? This is Edris was afraid. You know, you do not, you know, hey, we had brothers who left the camp to join the army. Okay. You know, you know, all of this documentation they drew, and you still in that, and you still ain't going, hey, you know what? It is what it is. Somebody got to feel that fire, right? Somebody got to feel that fire, you know. But he said, when I saw this, I was so afraid. Well, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the point. All right, let's get Revelations 19. All right, because that light, this light right here is going to be like a laser beam mixed with some wind in it. So when it shoots, it just wipes everything out and turns it to dust. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations. So all them other nations out there, he shall rule them with a rod of iron. He shall tread at the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of the Almighty. This is talking about Yahweh Shai. Oh, let me start from 14. And the armies which were in heaven, okay, same vision, followed him upon white horses, right? The white horses, the clouds, all right, which are the chariots. Horses represents horsepower. Okay, he's not really riding horses. They say he coming for clouds. Okay, so, you know, is he coming with clouds and horses? No, he's just talking about chariots, his vehicles. Those are slain, you know, clothed in fine linen, white and clean, representing purity, pure power. Okay, and this is the light that's going to burn you up. So, you know, here is one, like I said, once again, you know, just a volume 1 into some revealing of the vehicles of the so-called UFOs, right? Same thing. Revelation 19:19, I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him. that sat on a horse and against his army. So, you really want to go against that? You really want to go against that? See, the Lord is fair. You never give off, your vehicles and never do that much healing. I mean, they're able to give off a light of the sun. They're able to give people a guide. They're able to a guide. They're able to block out the sun. They're able to give off a rainbow, a beautiful effect. What is your vehicles able to do? Your vehicles just give people fucking road rage. All right? Straight road rage, man. Going crazy. The damn Teslas, people getting tickets in the damn Teslas, the driverless cars. They bugging out. They've been crashing. Some of them been malfunctioning, right? These vehicles don't malfunction. They don't bug out. They don't need maintenance. You buy a new vehicle. They there's a semi-chip conductor shortage with ESO vehicles. Look at this shit. He needs semiconductors to go get these. Imagine the Most High needed. Oh man, we got to go to China to go get semi. Come on, bro. All right, this is ESO. You are failing, bro. You are failing hard body. Report shows U.S. automakers bearing brunt of chip shortage in North America. These niggas, these vehicles is dumb. They're shit. We don't know what the hell to do. So a lot of brothers, if you been getting vehicles and you have to turn them back in, which mine's had to do, another brother had to do, or it starts malfunctioning. It's because there's a chip shortage, and what they're doing is they're reusing chips, and this is due to them being at war with China, right? But not to take away or change it up. The point of the matter is that this is what's going on in the world down here. You trying to these vehicles don't need that. That's what I'm trying to say. They don't need that. Look at this. Nissan, Suzuki, Mitsubishi to halt car production due to chip shortages. This is 2 days ago. On chip shortage affecting car supply, 93% think it's a big deal. Right, this has been going on it's been going on for over 3 weeks. Global chip shortage, a month. So this is just with regular vehicle cars. So, and then all these vehicles got is what? LED lights. As you see, the ones that'll be glowing like, yo, man, those LED lights is hard, son. They got the high beams, right? When you ESO time, they got them old, like the Range Rover, not the Range Rovers, Wrangler trucks with the damn fucking high beams on top of it. And then the regular lights. And then even within that, they be still running into deers and shit. Could you imagine if a damn chariot flew into a duck or a geese? A damn goose got caught up in it. Or they couldn't see where they were going and crashed into a plane. Or going through turbulence. The damn chariots don't go through no but we're gonna get some more going on a separate video. With that being said, call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah by Shimmer Kakadash Lord's willing. This was an edifying lesson. Till the next time, Shalom.